Hey, what's going on, everybody? Big Country here. Welcome back to Country Living and another episode of The Clone Show. This is a 2700 mechanical mod that I've been looking forward to getting in my hands and playing with. What are we talking about? We are talking about the XXX mechanical mod from Vaperz Cloud. All the hype's been falling around 2700 batteries, 2700 max, 2700 mods. It's just hype. Is the hype real? I got this thing. This is from Fastech. This show is sponsored by Fastech, so thank you very much, Fastech, for sending me this XXX mechanical mod by Vaperz Cloud. Now, is it worth all the hype? Is the 2700 that much better in mechanical mods? People, I have noticed in my regulated mod, the Captain, the 2700 is no better than my 18650s. But people argue still that the 2700 really shines in a mechanical mod. Does it? Let's go down on the table, show you what you get, and find out. Hey guys, the XXX 2700 mechanical mod is machined at 28 millimeters, which is tapered down to 24 millimeters of high quality naval copper. The ergonomic curves for comfort, one thread section with compatible threads to all future VC tube mods and accessories, milled in button and hybrid connection, a silver plated copper contact with double VC tech switch for optimal voltage drop, capable of running 2700 and 18650 batteries, an extra beauty ring included for the 2700 battery configuration. The overall size of this thing is 28 millimeter diameter at its peak. The height is 90 millimeters and the product weight is 215 grams. Alright guys, this is the XXX 2700 mechanical mod by Vaperz Cloud. This is the box that it comes in from fasttech.com. This is the cloned version. And it shows up red, or it actually shows up kind of orangish on the screen, but that is a red dot on my box, which I got the copper version. But let's go around the box. On the outside of this, say competition mod powered by the VC mech switch 2700-18. Let's look at this side. It's not Tor. 2700-18650 mechanical mod. Of course, all the warning specs and stuff on the bottom. I'll leave that there in case you want to pause that. And the top, of course, and each end has the XXX on that end and XXX on that end. So we open this box up, and that is it. That's it right there. Let's take it out. I got the copper version, as you can see. Put it out to the side. And initially, right from the top, you see where it says XXX VC 1460. How's this go? Let's see. Yeah, on the top. It says VC, on the left says XXX, the bottom says POW, and on the right hand side it says 1460. I guess that's the serial number. Plenty of vent holes in the top, and you got juice escape tracks as well, which is good, so there's no juice buildup up top. And the airflow, and of course in the center, or the venting rather, and that all adds up for venting. Even these tracks will, which is for juice flow to kind of get away if you get any spillage through the 510 pin. It won't go down inside, it can go to the outside. So this is here, you know, it's the XXX mod, so it's got these X's all around it. One right here where my thumb's at, one right there, and of course a third one all the way around it. I mean, it's a pretty good looking mod. It's pretty beefy because it is built for the 2700 battery. You can see how it kind of got the hourglass shape right in through here. It's smaller, I guess, where you can wrap your fingers around and then push the button on the bottom. And you got the knurling around the bottom here as well. And there's your button. It does say Vaperz Cloud. And that is a plane you hear, because I live right by an airport. But if you notice right here in the center, this nice, shiny, smooth thing here, that is a ring. Let's take it apart. We'll get to that top part in a minute. This is the lower half. If you look inside, you see what looks to be an insulator on the inside. But if you notice, the top doesn't have that. What that is your 18650 adapter. Just this one piece right here is what makes this mod able to use 18650s. Inside here you can see the firing switch down bottom is a silver plated contact. Now the threading on this thing is a little rough on the inside. because I'm running my fingers around the threading right now and I can just feel it. Let's see if we can see it inside here. Yeah, you see those imperfections in there? That's feel. That's going to wind up probably stripping out and wearing out in the future, but got a little bit of squeaking, a little bit of noisy, but it just threads in really nice. The big coils, big beefy threads. Big threads, what I meant to say. See, look, they're just big threads, big and beefy. So it's not like it's real fine, so it's not going to be the greatest. Maybe wear out over time. But look at the top here, the top part of the mech, of the tube. Now this ring I was talking about. Check this out. You take this off, and what that does when you have an 18650 battery in there, it allows the mech to screw down far enough to where the 18650 can connect to the top here to the 510. Now, with when you're using a 2700 battery, let's put this back on, just so they don't see any threading. Let's put a 2700 battery in here real quick. You screw it in, and then it goes down that far. Maybe not even that far when you got the 510 on, but this little piece here screws down to where it covers the threading. Now, I don't like the fact that they got this gap here personally. I just think I guess it could be used as grip to help you with the grip, but I don't like it. I just don't like the way it looks. I don't like that gap. What have I been using on this? I've been using the Goon 1.5, even though this is a rose gold RDA on a copper mech. I just don't have a mech RDA that I like well enough that I wanted to use during the longevity of me using this XXX. So I have been using my Goon 1.5 authentic RDA with my Nichrome 90 competition alien wrap coils from Sherlock Holmes. So we'll put it in here and put this together. Let's see. So take this in, and of course you got the vending up top, so the positive pin will need to be top side. Put this in, screw it in. I just get a little snug. You see how there's a gap right there. Just kind of take the trim down, and then you have that. That's what's left exposed. There's no threading exposed. So I'm seeing now this is part of the design, but I just don't like this. But let's go ahead and put the 18650 on this thing inside here. First thing you want to do is take this off, because it's not going to be able to connect with it. I'll show you. Put your adapter on the inside. 18650 inside of that. You hear that? You're not getting a connection with the 18650 battery from the bottom to the 510 with this ring on. So you have to take that ring off. That threading is starting to be annoying. Getting worse. So take that ring off. Screw it in. Now it's connecting to the top. But now you have this, again, you have this gap that I don't like. Me personally, I don't like that. It kind of matches, well, I guess it does kind of match the knurling above the X. So maybe that was their goal, to kind of match the two. But where you got curved soft lines up here in the machining, and then you got sharp edges down here in this machining, the match attempt failed miserably. Now, if they could have curved these off to make them actually match, instead of having these sharp edges versus smooth edges, they may have been able to pull this off. Now, I understand why they did this. Like I said, they want to make a 2700 mech, but also be able to use your 18650 batteries. Now, this could be different from the authentic. Maybe the authentic is a lot more cleaner than this. Maybe the authentic is like this. Maybe it's just because the clone is this way. I don't know. So let's just take the 18650 out and put the 2700 back in. Take the adapter out. ring back on. And screw it back in. Back on, and adjust the ring. And there you go. So let's put some, not a Nutter cheesecake on here. This is the juice that I mixed in Wednesday's episode of Country Mixing. Really, really good stuff. This stuff is just awesome. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. The more I vape it, the more I love it, I'm telling you. So with these Nichrome 90 coils in here, fire, fire. It's like, once they get warm, it's just all she wrote, man. Quick ramp up time. But that's it for the up close of the XXX Mechanical 2700 mod from Vaperz Cloud and Fastech. So let's go back up, vapor on it, talk about it some more, and give you my likes and dislikes on this. Alright, so that there was the XXX Mechanical 2700 mod clone from Fastech.com by Vaperz Cloud. Now, where do I start with this thing? I mean, I love mechs. I mean, if you don't know me at all, then you know now that I just love mechanical mods. I love mechs. My VGod Pro mech has been with me for months now. It's like every day. Even now that I have the Elite, it's still with me. But I do carry the Elite more and more here lately, so I'm warming up to it, and I'm kind of getting ready to let go of my Pro. But I do love mech mods. I just love them. That's just what I like to vape. I like the warm vape. I like them hip vapes. I carry like 8 batteries with me a day just so I don't run out. So let's start with this. The top, let's start from the top, work our way down. I like the ventilation on the top. I like the little track, the juice tracks and everything around the 510. I like that because you get the venting up top and you get some juice escape if you need it as well. The little knurling and the little design, XXX, it is what it is. I mean, it's not like a plain tube or anything like that. It goes down. You can use this gap here, which I think is just horrible. I don't like it. As gripping as well to help you, but I just don't like the way it looks because I think they failed in the design from trying to get these two to match. And then of course you got the hourglass shape here, which is kind of nifty. You get a nice little grip around there with your fingers. Use your button there. And then you got the knurling around the bottom with the button. Now, the overall thing, I feel like it's built like a brick shit house. I feel like it's strong. It's just a solid tube. It feels heavy. Now, all this hoopla over the 2700 batteries would be much better in mechs versus the mechanical or versus regulated or whatever versus 18650s. I'm telling you right now, I don't see any difference in performance from this. Granted, this is the only 2700 batteries that I have, which is from iJoy. I don't see any difference at all between those and my freaking 18650s. So the hype around 2700 mechs and batteries and everything, in my opinion, is all it was hype. Performance, there is nothing better than what you already have with your HG2s from LG or your Samsung 25Rs. I don't know anything about these Sony VTC 5s, but I figure Sony, LG, and Samsung are the 3 top-notch trusted brands out there. If you go with any one of those 3, you'll be fine. It's all about your preference and what you trust and what where you get them from, of course. But the hype around the 2700, I believe, was just that, just hype. Even with the mech, even though the battery says 40 amp, it doesn't feel like it's any different to me than my LG HG2. That's just from my experiences. So going out to spend extra money for just a 2700 mod, it's not worth it in my opinion. I just don't see the improvements. I don't see the difference. There's no need for it. Like I said, it's great build quality. It feels good. It's only $22.22 on Fastech, so for the price, it's good quality, nice, heavy, durable filling. The finish is actually kind of clean, nice copper finish. I'm sure it's got some kind of a clear coat protection over it, but it's just that. It's just a metal tube with a battery, and you put whatever RDA you want on there. Now, if you really just want a 2700 mechanical mod to try it out and see if there's a difference, even though, like I said, in my experience, I don't see any difference at all. Even in the regulated devices on the Captain, I've been using it. I said it then. People say, well, if you use a 2700 battery in a mech, that's where you'll see the difference. I don't see the difference. I just don't do it. Maybe it's just this particular iJoy 2700 battery. Maybe that's the problem that I'm not getting. Maybe if I can get the, what are they, the Sanyo's 2700 A series? I think those are the best ones right now, but Maybe eventually I'll change my mind, but right now I'm not convinced the 2700 battery is the way of the future. I'm just not. So, but that was the show for the XXX mechanical mod designed by Vapor Clouds, styled by fasttech.com. Links will be in the top of the description, as always, to this product. If you want to check it out, they got other color options to choose from. Go check them out, see what you think, see what you like. For 22 bucks, you know, it's worth a try, in my opinion. But I do thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please click that subscribe button. And remember, guys, the FDA is trying to kick our ass on this vaping thing. We need to do our part to try to stop the vaping ban and notify your senators, notify your Twitters. We need to educate and not humiliate. We need to educate the world on the benefits of vaping, how much less harmful it is versus smoking traditional cigarettes. And there's a new study that just came out recently about secondhand vape. Phenomenal, phenomenal. And chalk another one up for the good guys. If I can remember the link or find it again, I will put it in the link in the description as well, so you can go read that article. It's great. Very, very great. So, I do thank you very much for watching. 1K giveaway's coming, man. I got a big one planned for this one. I've already got stuff coming in. It's exciting. I'm so excited about this. So, be sure, if you haven't already, click that subscribe button so you can be a part of the 1K celebration. And until next video, just keep on vaping and living, baby.